Good morning, ladies and gentle persons. Today's review is going to be on Marvel Legends Series 5 Blade. Just in case you don't know who's in Series 5, I'll show you off a card backing of one of the figures from Series 5. So we have Blade, Silver Surfer, Sabretooth, Colossus Fantastic, and Nick Fury. Who's not shown in this wave is the Red Skull. That's about it. That's 7 figures in that wave. It's a very strong wave in my opinion, except for the Fantastic and Nick Fury. Anyways, this review is on Blade, so let's get to Blade himself. This figure, in my opinion, is the Deadpool of Series 5. He goes on eBay, for what I've seen, for about $80. I've mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure, but I managed to get Blade, as well as Surfer, Sabretooth, and these two, for about $80. In my opinion, that was a huge steal, compared to how rare these figures are nowadays. So now let's focus on the figure. First, I'm going to do the accessories he comes with, because he comes with quite a bit. So first off, he comes with, whoops, I broke it. Oh, not broke it. This thing right here is little Blade boomerangish type thingy. He's used it in the movies a few times. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the movie Blade, and when I do the figure, I'll show you how much it looks like Wesley Snipes. So anyways, continuing on with the accessories, let's get rid of this. It comes with this pistol, as you see in most of the movies, which has an extending handle. It actually is a handle. It's unfortunately, it would be the clip, but because the handle is too big for Blade to actually hold it, as you can see, it's really wide and large. Blade cannot hold it by the handle, so you have to extend this to get him to hold it. And I'll show that off when I get to the figure. So moving on, let's get Blade off. First of all, actually I'll show the motorcycle. It comes with the motorcycle. That's very nice, nicely detailed. So now I'll get Blade off, and we'll get to the figure. More of the motorcycle. Set that off to the side, and we'll do Blade. He also comes with sunglasses, which do come off. Nothing really too, oops, sorry about that. Nothing really too special about those. Just sunglasses. Black plastic. If they can protect your sun. Moving on. Blade comes with his sword, which is a must for Blade. The sword is very nice. If it'll focus on you. There you go. Nice deal. It's nice and long. So, fortunately, it doesn't have the little the gimmick that in the movie had, where the thing would rotate and out would pop 4 blades, and as you saw in the first movie, it destroyed a vampire's hand. So yeah, his sword. Now, if you saw, he's wearing a trench coat, which is removable, by the way. I will remove it. It's actually fairly easy to remove and get on as well. Just got to be careful you don't rip it. The material they used feels almost leathery. I don't know if you can hear that, I'm not too sure. But it feels leathery. It's also got the little hole right there. If you can see, so you can put the sword in here. Oops, I'll put the sword in here like that. Moving on now, Blade himself. And like I said, if you can see that, if you can kind of make that out, it looks like I'm literally holding Wesley Snipes in my hand. The camera's not quite picking it up, but Anyways, in terms of detail, he is very nicely detailed. He's got the tattoos down on the back. And he's also got that crazy little hairdo thingy going on. He's also sporting a mustache. His vest is very nice with the clips right here. I like the detail on that. And ammo pouches, as well as his spikes. But not removable, guys. Sorry about that. Wish they would have been kind of nice if they were, though. But knowing me, I probably would have lost some of them. So moving on to articulation now. Blade's articulation. Oh, sorry about that. Hit the camera. Let me fix that. Blade's articulation is, in some places, mostly his head is lacking, but everything else is spot on perfect. His head has a ball joint, which is actually in the neck right here. And as you know, most Marvel Legends figures have it underneath this skull base, like around here. He doesn't have that. But still good range of motion in the head, as you can see. He's sporting normal articulation for the arms. However, mine are very stiff, so I'm not going to go nuts with moving them around. He's got the swivel at the bicep, double elbows, or double hinged elbows, swivel at the forearm right there. And this is very interesting. He's got an index finger articulation. Oh, sorry, he's got a hinged wrist right there. He's got, like I was saying, index finger articulation. Then the rest of his hand moves as one. Now, on his other hand, he doesn't have that. He just has an ability to make a closed fist. And it's kind of weird, actually. I don't know why they would do that. My first guess was for the gun, the weapon, right here. But like I was saying, he cannot hold it. See how big it is right there? There's his hand. Opened. There's the gun. He cannot grab it. So you have to extend this for him to hold it. Which then he holds kind of nicely. But then it looks really weird. Anyways, moving on. He has waist torso articulation right here. It's ball jointed, so he's got all around movement. Swivel wrist, or waist, sorry. I'm always getting wrist and waist mixed up for some weird reason. He's got the joint at the leg, again, very stiff on mine. I'm not going to move it. So, but it's full range of movement. It's got the swivel thigh right up there. Double hinged knees. One thing I like to point out is when I bend the figure, it feels very smooth, but not loose. Like it feels perfect, would be the correct term, I guess. Anyways, moving on, he has a swivel at the calf, hinged ankle, but it's hindered due to the pant leg. So you can see it's all around, as well as his toe. Whoops. So I was saying, very good articulation on the figure. And now, one problem I do have with the figure, and I'll see if I can show this off. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, he comes with his comics, as most Marvel Legends do. Anyways, continuing. One thing if he'll stand, moving back a bit, you can kind of see that he has a wide stance. Unfortunately, though, I've been trying to narrow the legs. It seems to me that you cannot narrow the legs. So he'll have this permanent stand like this. I've noticed this on a few other figures as well. Other Blade figures. Anyways, that you cannot make him stand like this. Because I'm not sure why not. It feels to me if you try, you could end up breaking his legs off. So there's a downside, but not a horrible one. Like the figure's still awesome. Like I was saying, it's like you have Wesley Snipes in the palm of your hand, quite literally, actually. One thing about the show off is on the back here, he does have a sheath for his sword, which is awesome. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. Next will possibly be an Iron Man figure. I'm not too sure right now. So stay tuned, guys. I'll talk to you later.